Hey there. So this is the second Dev Diary video. I'm going to go through a couple of new features I've added recently in False Mirror. So let's go. I should also apologize for my crappy microphone, generally audio quality, because it's being recorded through the Oculus mic, built-in mic, so I know it's crap and I don't have a fancy mic, so sorry for that. For this video, we're going to the first floor. Oh, also, I've added this red carpet thing. I think it really helped in the UX that sort of guides the user to the elevator. Let's go to the first floor. So one thing about this Pitchboard is it's kind of like it has some weird, as you can see, it changes the image every floor, the slang here, and sometimes they're pretty creepy, sometimes they're like those lame advertisements in airports. But anyways, in this floor, which is the first thing I've ever made in False Mirror, and I've already shown many of the stuff here in the video, so I'm not going to cover things that I've already shown, but the new thing I've added. So for that, I would be better off to open some doors. You'll know why. Okay. So picture is still suiciding. Let's see. This is the thing I've added. So as you can see, I only can navigate around with this body on the floor, so I'm kind of bound on the floor. I have to teleport to places on the ground, so I cannot access, you know, higher levels of any space. So I'm feet on the ground basically. So this body has its own limitations, but this one is a tiny spaceship which I can like embody with that and move in space as a tiny little kind of like tiny little bug or insect, let's say. So first, to enjoy that, I'd better off to play music, and usually music sounds better when you put them like in 60.65 speed. Okay, so if I press this, I embody with the tiny spaceship. So yeah, on site now. Now I think I'm 10% of my actual body size. So this means that now I can go anywhere in the space. So the controls are, if I press B in the controller, I go forward, I basically boost forward, and if I press A, I go backward, and if I change if I use this left controller's analog, I can tilt my head to any direction I want. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward, but it would eventually need a guide to tell you about the controls, which is fine. We don't need to. I mean, I don't need to, you know, bother that for now. And there are some basic controls here to adjust your navigation, which is like speed, turn rate. This is spotlight, and this is the eject button if I want to go back to my actual body. So the first thing you feel when you embody with the 6 degrees of freedom thing in VR generally is it is fun. It is super fun and trippy as well, but it is super nauseous and can cause lots of motion sickness problems. So you have to use it with your own caution. That's why I might have to add some, you know, terms of agreements before embodying with this new body. For me, I don't care. And I mean, lots of VR developers and artists who use VR on a daily basis, they become immune to motion sickness. So that's not a big deal for me and many pro VR people, but still, you use it with your own responsibility. So I think it's really you can have access to points where you couldn't imagine in the space that you've already been, and it's also, I mean, you can find your own cozy spot as well. Like, do like to be here in the corner. This level is already bright, so the headlights doesn't work as expected, but it can be pretty awesome in darker levels. Let me turn up the speed rates. So, yeah, that's why I opened the doors, so we can check these out as well. So now I haven't added any like specific functionality to this, but it has the potential. Like, you can add some other buttons that that can basically interact with the world, and that would be extra fun. Let's get into here. Is the I don't know, for now I call it time tunnel. And if you remember, if you watched the other video about this place, you can only come here till here. So this is the boundary of the level. With that body, you can only teleport until here. So you can't go further inside the tunnel. But with this body, you can go basically anywhere. So this is the place that you couldn't have access to. Okay, so let me turn. Let's crank up the speed and get out. Okay, don't do this at home. Yeah, keep the speed. It's better. And the other thing that's nice here is that you can use it as a teleporter, kind of. So you can sort of be present in two places in the same world. This means I haven't added that possibility yet, but if you like eject this spaceship, you'll get back to your basic body. But if this stays at the same point here, you can like do something there and then quickly get back to here, and like you can have a kind of a remote presence in places by changing back and forth between bodies, which is also cool. The other thing that I found accidentally nice here is that the body that I had here is almost frozen here. When I press that, this body doesn't basically work. But the funny part is my left hand gestures are still being tracked. I'm kind of half alive there, which is fun. So, yeah. Now back to the usual body. So yeah, that's it. I mean, the important thing I wanted to show was that. The other thing is this perception kit. This is so pretty silent here. Let me play music for now. The other thing is the idea of these perception kit, basically. These rest bands, I would call them as perception kits. So with them, you can add extra post-human abilities to your bodies. Like I make them by the basis of by the mindset of modularity and extendability. So you can rack them up here and add them. So this one that I've added recently is a laser pointer. I don't know what to call it. It's a laser scanner, let's say. So when you activate that, it will. It's like a spotlight kind of thing, or a torch light, but it shows you. It highlights the geometry's edges of objects that it hits in front of it. So the cool thing about this is that you can sort of reveal hidden patterns and basically hidden information in any space, because it's attached to your body. You have it everywhere. So I might have add some kind of creepy message here that you could reveal. You can explore the world and you can reveal those messages. So that's one of the potential of it. But anyways, let's get back. I think I'm kind of done here. Oh, also on the map here, I haven't yet designed the map of the world because I'm still working on the visual architecture, how to design the whole system here. But for now, I added a handy thing here, where if you feel lost, if something went wrong, you can teleport back to the elevator by clicking this. Boom, yeah. So this can be really helpful if you got bugs and then you got lost in a universe somewhere. So yeah, basically that's it for today. Oh, let's see, the laser pointer bugged out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Till next time, bye bye.